group now, you know. They were a terrorist group, and now, you know, they're pretty much doing the same thing.
Or the ANC.
Or the ANC.
Or, yeah, any number of groups you mentioned.
Yeah.
I think, you know, terrorism or the terrorist is in the eye of the beholder. And it's convenient for the British government, especially operating through a compliant media, to brand the IRA as a bunch of terrorists. It's convenient for the British government then to be totally dismissive, following on from that, to be completely dismissive of the aspirations, indeed the rights of the Irish people to pursue what they want, and in this instance the removal of the British from Ireland and the establishment of hopefully a democratic socialist republic. So it's, when anyone uses the word terrorist, the hackles tend to rise in the back of my neck.
Another thing that I don't really know that people in general, in this country anyway, really kind of know the story. Say in particular, because I kind of wanted to title this Bloody Sunday, and kind of talk about that event and kind of how things precipitated so quickly.
Sure. Well, you know, in a way this kind of follows on from this brief touching on the whole concept of what determines terrorist, or what constitutes a terrorist. If you go to the Bog site in Derry, and nationalist or Republican ghetto of Derry, and you ask them who the terrorists are, they'll say the British Army. Simply by dint of the experiences that the people have had at the hands of the British Army. And probably one of the more famous or more well-known experiences would be what came to be known as Bloody Sunday. And that was an occasion that I actually happened to be, for want of a better expression, a participant in. For several years, this occurred in January 30th, 1972, which is, for most young people watching this tape, that probably seems like ancient history, but I was about a 16-year-old at the time, and I had been actively engaged in the civil rights campaign that had been carried on for several years prior to this in the north of Ireland. It was modeled directly on the civil rights campaign of Dr. Martin Luther King here in the States. And there was fundamentally three planks to the campaign. One person, one vote, which we did not have at that particular point in time. An anti-discrimination in employment, which was a big thing because there was 84% male unemployment in my neighborhood. And an anti-discrimination in the allocation of houses. Because in total, they actually all dovetailed into very systematic anti-Catholic, anti-nationalist, anti-Republican discrimination by the Unionist government. What happened on the day was we had a very large civil rights demonstration. There was over 20,000 people showed up for the march, which actually constituted about 33% of the actual total nationalist population of the city. And they cut the story short. Basically, the British paratroopers engaged the marchers and just started shooting people. As a subsequence of the shooting, there was 26 people shot. 13 died on the day and 14 died subsequently.